Hey guys, what's up? Sorry for the leave of absence here, but thanks for following along. Thanks for sticking with me. We're gonna get back to making some videos. I wanted to give you guys an update of the gym. So we're gonna come down here. All the equipment's in that I had ordered before Thanksgiving. So we got another dumbbell rack. So now dumbbells are all set up. I have 5s through 120s, not complete. It's complete basically through 70s, and then I have a couple heavier sets. And then we got the utility bench by Bolt Fitness and the Bolt Grunt T-bar row, chest supported. This is awesome. This is very smooth. All the Bolt stuff's been great. A little delayed getting here. Some issues with shipping with some of the hardware, but everything's been working really good. So we got the rack in the middle now, trying to get everything as easy to grab as I can. Like the handles and whatnot, I want to be able to just see it and grab it and not waste a lot of time. And then obviously stereo is still there, TV here too, and my monster rack is still there. That's the main component of the gym basically. And then we're going to shoot over here. We got the new Recover bundle. So we got the sauna, which works awesome. Even with how cold it's been down here, this still gets hot. I mean, it's still getting towards 180. That's at the top half. The bottom half is like 130. But it's been about 40 degrees in the basement here. So still pretty good. Get a great sweat going. It does have the red light also. So yeah, so that does have the red light in it too. It's just battery powered, so you gotta put double A's on the red light. But the heater's easy plug into any house outlet, and it was a pretty easy setup install. And then same thing with the cold plunge. That has the chiller over there. I don't need that on right now, again, because it's 40 degrees down here, which is honestly a little too cold for me to do this the way I want to. I'd like to start off in the low 50s for myself, and 2 to 3 times a week is going to be my goal. But we get that set up. We have gone in it. It does work great. The chiller works. We made sure it still works too. And then it's basically a leg section here. On this side we have the Bolt Fitness leg extension leg curl, which I love. This is a very smooth machine, easy to adjust. And you obviously just flip the pad up. You're doing the lying leg curl, rotate the seat, come down. Then you can do the prone leg curl from here. Bolt super smooth leg extension leg curl. Then I put one of the weight trees over here. So these are all plate loaded machines. So it's a lot easier having 2 weight trees now. One over here and one over towards the squat rack. And then we have the Bolt Fitness abduction, adduction, plate loaded, again right in the back. This is super smooth, great contraction, both with abduction and adduction. I want to kind of keep the leg pieces together and easy to get to. It is very tight in here, so everything just barely fits. And we have the Bolt seated calf raise. This is great, and I have it set up with my tibialis raise, which is just bells of steel tibialis raise. You can put just 25-pound plates on here. As I like to superset these, so I wanted those kind of right next to each other. I can spin around on the seat and do those. I can superset them. This is the Elite FTS hyper extension. This is great, very smooth. The padding's nice and thick, easy to adjust. Then I still have my Proform bike. This is the only piece of cardio we have down here. I always just do like 5 minutes on the bike before I train anyways. Then piece I've had probably the longest, although this is my second one, is the leg press hack squat by Hoist. I really like this. As you can see, it's a small footprint, but it's very solid. And then I do have the extenders, the gym pin extenders in here. Now that it's just set up over here, it's going to stay here. That way you can load up more plates. These work great, easy to slide in. And then in the corner, that's where I just put the Elite FTS sissy squat, because I do like to do those typically after leg press, and leg press is like second to last in my workout, and then finish off with some sissies just to burn out the quads. That doing sissy squats on the machine, for me, I still feel really well, but it doesn't bother my knees. If I try and do traditional sissy squats, it is one thing that does bother my knees, so try and avoid those. And then we got the other plate tree here, so plenty of plates still right next to the rack. I still have my Epic adjustable bench, which I've had forever. It's a great bench, very solid, no need to get rid of it. And then for bars, we did get the Spider Bar by Elite FTS. This is incredible, probably my favorite bar now. And I still have the Kabuki Cadillac bar and the Kabuki Transformer bar. And then we have just a basic, I think it's a York barbell. Found that one pretty cheap on Facebook Marketplace. But the main bar that I use is the Texas Power Bars. I think it's the All-American bar. It's the bodybuilding bar that Branch Warren designed. I've had that forever, I love it. And then if you shoot over to the corner here, we have the Bells of Steel trap bar, which I really love. It's got the built-in jack with that design, so it's very easy. Flip it up, get the weights on and off. And then I did switch out my dip attachment. We now have the Mutant Metals, which goes through Rogue now, but their ultimate dip attachment, that's what it's called. This is great. You have multiple spots for the handles. The knurling on them is just nasty. It's awesome. And this is a phenomenal piece. Ties in tight to the rack. It's not wobbling around. And the last thing I think that is new is this right here. I just leave it here. This is, as you've seen in my videos, this is the lateral raise attachment by Revolt Fitness. Really good piece. This is the one company that actually had theirs done and shipping when I was ordering them. I was gonna order Bells of Steel, but that wasn't shipping until like April, so we didn't get that. But I love this. Very smooth, pretty easy to get on and off the rack, and it's very similar to the plate loaded machines that you see nowadays in gyms. So it's a great addition to hit shoulders a little more. And then everything else is basically the same. We got a couple of little things. We added some deadlift pads if I do some deadlifts, just so we're not slamming the floor, or if the kids want to use any of the balls or anything to do any slamming. And then we have the Rogue sled, which I want to use in the driveway. It's mostly for the kids, but also for myself. I do want them using it, especially with some sports training, but I also want to incorporate just going up and down the driveway for some conditioning work when I do my next contest prep. So get those, and did grab a mag bar too. It's the one other bar I got. It's a mag bar with a slightly pronated grip. For me, this is a lot more comfortable on my wrist and forearm, and I feel it great in my back. So grab that one. I've been using that with the pull downs and loving it. So that's basically everything. Training's been very consistent now. If you guys have any questions on any equipment or any opinions, and I always like talking equipment, so shoot me a message. But I'll be trying to post more and more videos now that life has settled down a little bit. All right, guys, thanks for following along.